what can we do to keep our kids safe, and that to highlight awareness that our kids are out there walking to school, biking to school, and the safety is the #1 issue.
After a series of tragic crashes involving students across our valley, some parents are joining together with a clear message: enough is enough. This comes as data from the Clark County School District shows 10 students were struck in the last week, and at least 2 of those confirmed to be fatal accidents. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dana Wagner. Latoya will join us in a few minutes. Tonight, our community mourns the life of 12-year-old Haylee Ryan after she was hit and killed by a school bus while riding her bike on her way home. So here's what we know about the investigation so far. Police say that Haylee was riding on Tropical Parkway in the bike lane when she collided with a school bus that was going in the same direction. She was then launched into a parked car. She was transported to UMC Trauma Center, where she later died from her injuries. Police say the bus driver remained at the scene and showed no signs of impairment. And tonight, the memorial for the lead STEM Academy student continues to grow. We take you there live. Tiffany Lane joins us near Bradley and Tropical Parkway with the latest.
You know, Dana, it's a really tragic time for community members, for students at the school, for parents, just trying to understand how this can happen to another CCSD student. They are calling on the city as well as the Clark County School District to really make sure that there are changes here. And one of the things they're saying is that you see this bike lane behind me, where this is the area outside of the school zone, but near the school zone, where a lot of parents are parking. Again, it's a bike lane, so they're not supposed to be there, and it's creating challenges for anyone passing through as they're picking up and dropping off their kids at school. Have been preventable?
This situation was 100% preventable.
Bethany Lemove says enough is enough and changes need to happen in our school zones. She was out speaking with parents and community members right after the accident that took 12-year-old lead STEM Academy student Haylee Ryan's life.
One of the biggest things is that they would love to see either barriers put up around these bike lanes or even another lane for cars to park, because unfortunately a lot of traffic is in this area.
Lemove is with Walk Safely LV, a group formed after the death of Arborview High School student Mackenzie Scott, who was killed by an impaired driver in May. She says parents parking in the bike lane on West Tropical Parkway is a big issue. It's in the section that's close to the school, but is technically outside of the school zone. But right in front of the school, there's a bike lane and separate drop-off lane. Unlike the area of West Tropical Parkway where Haylee's accident happened, just a 1/5 of a mile from the campus. So technically, legally, nobody's supposed to be stopped in the bike lanes. Do you think people are aware of that?
Not at all.
So if a child is riding here, they physically have to, if a car's wheels land here, they have to come all the way over here.
Which is no longer the bike lane.
It's no longer the bike lane.
Lemove says at that point, the bike riders are in harm's way.
No longer safe. As you can see, I have cars coming up behind me. If I stand here, that car that is coming up currently behind me is forced over into the other lane.
And if there's too much traffic, you won't have anywhere to go.
Their chances are, or their options are, to hit another car to hit me.
We saw the issue firsthand after school on Wednesday, the bike lane blocked by cars. And that's not the only concern for parents in the area.
I think additional crosswalks, law enforcement being active out here, maybe just even having a car parked on the side of the road would deter people from parking here. And maybe if they change the speed limit from, maybe 7 o'clock to this time all across the city.
Lead STEM Academy mother Tashana Covington says expanding the school zone and having more police would help, including with speeding. Do you think that would help?
Absolutely. 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 And instead of being, down and around, I think it would help to patrol this area or have cars sitting, at least in between the two schools. She says having nearby K. Carl Elementary get out about 20 minutes after lead also creates safety problems. It's complete chaos. Either the time frame needs to change at one of these schools so it's a little bit less congested so the crossing guards can do better or do more, or even just add some additional crossing guards to go further down. Covington's daughter Namaya was in the bus involved in Haylee's crash. And while the adults work on getting changes, she says students are coming together to honor their late friend.
To make cards for the family, and then today a lot of us students came together and we got some teachers involved and we had a Haylee Day because her favorite color was green, so we all wore green stuff. We have like green pins and everything.
Now, as you can see, this is what everyone's talking about, is when you have tragic incidents like this, it's the students and community coming together. Now, I did reach out to the city of Las Vegas regarding some of these concerns, and they say anytime there's a fatal or serious accident, they do send out their city traffic engineering team. That's something they will be doing over the next few days or soon. And they look for any types of safety measures that they either need to change or modify.
That's what I was going to ask you. Can you put a finer point on that? When these traffic safety teams go to visit these schools, what specifically are they looking for?
Yeah, they look at different things that are already in place or if something needs to be added. So that's things like signage, roadway markings, as well as signals. So again, this is something we're going to really monitor to make sure that something does happen here. And we will provide those updates as they become available. Dana?
All right, Tiffany, thank you. And there's new information from the Clark County School District Police. Shows 84 students have been hit by vehicles so far this school year. That's since August. That's more than double the cases at this same time last year. In a statement, CCSD saying that leadership and educators at Lead STEM Academy are focused on providing support to students and staff as they mourn the loss of a young life full of potential. Adding, CCSD is participating in the school traffic safety working group with other municipalities and local enforcement agencies. And ahead of National Walk or Roll to School Day, parents gathered outside of a local elementary school to promote safety and honor the two young victims. Local parent Ivy Madsen helped organize this effort, encouraging families and students to cover the sidewalk with colorful chalk messages of safety. For many families, the emotional toll is raw. Adding, the project has become an outlet for both children and parents processing their grief.
I mean, there are parents that are grieving their children right now, and they need an outlet, and the kids need an outlet to kind of come to terms with the fact that their friends might not be coming to school the next day. And so being able to remember them by drawing art, by talking about safety, by teaching them prevention, that's the best way we can remember those children that were unfortunately killed in those accidents.
This morning, CCSD staff joined parents and students across several campuses to walk or ride to school together, part of a district-wide effort to emphasize pedestrian safety. News 3 has been covering this issue extensively. For more information and for all of our coverage, you could check out our YouTube page at News 3 Las Vegas.